Hey guys, it's me, Kisame Unlimited.
And Spidey.
It's the day after Christmas.
Today is the day after Christmas.
But you probably won't see this until February.
Exactly.
With the way we
with the way we've been filming lately.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, it's not only the day after Christmas. Today is the first day of Kwanzaa.
Oh.
Yay!
Happy Kwanzaa. I don't even know what Kwanzaa is, but I hope...
Why do white people don't know about this?
No, we don't care. But I hope you enjoy whatever. I hope you drink and...
We don't drink.
Well, I hope you get lots of presents.
It's not about presents.
I hope you get the respect you...
There you go.
People.
You people! No, it's funny because you played Evilswarms for just a tiny tad bit. So you felt they were too stale, but like once I said, we're going to take the Evilswarms, we're going to create 5 fans.
Let's just say I spiced them up, but it makes no sense because it doesn't fit what they used to be. Simple.
Because they only did one thing. So giving them other options is probably good.
Don't forget to like the video. We want 800 likes if you want to see another Could This Be Meta. Because if you want to see another Could This Be Meta, Spidey will do one next time. And if you want to see his, like the video. Evilswarm Noelia. Now, Noelia is a Gishki that was like, we were the ones, I was the bitch that turned them into the Evilswarm dragons in the story.
Okay,
so I said, you know what, if this bitch was corrupted, this
I knew
bitch
nothing about their lore.
But so she could have been an Evilswarm. So I said, she's a level 4 dark tuner. Okay. They don't have any tuners, and that's what makes them go, huh? So she's a dark tuner with 1750 attack and 1000 defense. She's a spellcaster, and the fact is this. When this card is normal summoned, you could target 3 Evilswarm cards from your deck, reveal them to your opponent. Then your opponent randomly adds one of those cards to your hand. The other 2 get sent to the graveyard. I thought that this card was good, that they revealed 3. They have their own form of Stratos a little, because they don't have a searcher, but then at the same time, they get one card. Well, it's supposed to make them meta. They're not meta.
Literally just took a card from Noble Knights and just said Evilswarms.
True, because that's Boar's. That's Boar's effect.
You just did.
But there's one little difference.
It's a tuner monster, and it's only for monsters. I get it, but...
Well, the thing is, this card, you see, the difference between Boar's was Boar's only did Noble Arm spell cards. This card, I made it like you show Evilswarm monsters or cards, but so it's better than Boar's. But its additional effect is they get sent to the graveyard, which is the same thing with the Noble Arms. But you know how I have Constella Zombie and they have that Evilswarm Kick or whatever it's called? Well, that card, it needs to banish them. So if it sends them to the graveyard and you throw them on the field.
It helps the engine, and you don't want to put Evilswarm Infestation, because if you do, they're going to send that shit to the graveyard, and you need them shits in your deck. So I get it.
Evilswarm Nero Weed. Yeah, Nero Weed. He's a level 8 synchro monster with question mark attack and question mark defense. He's a beast, and his effect is trap cards on the field cannot be activated and negate all trap cards that are currently in effect. If this card battles an opponent's monster, this card gains the attacking monster's attack plus 50. That's it. Mm-hmm. So he's just like, trap cards don't work. All trap cards are face up. Basically Jinzo. He's basically Jinzo because there's not been a card since Jinzo and Royal Decree, so he's the new addition. And then another good factor about him is that no matter whatever he battles, the attack and defense of whatever it battles becomes that plus 50. So basically, it's basically the exact thing of what Evilswarms are. So.
Yeah, but it should be in its text. Does it have to be made with an Evilswarm tuner monster? Yes. In that way,
it has to be made. It has to be made with Noelia.
Okay, because it's like that was what makes it. Yeah. Like, that just sounds like a regular basic ass ability that's good. Yeah. And this level 8 that's so fucking easy to make. All right, cool.
Because then everyone will be like, great, no trap cards, I can play my own Jinzo.
Yeah, you just play that in any deck. It's just a good card.
All right, now spell card. I made a spell card called Evilswarm Seed. It's a normal spell card. When you activate this card, your opponent draws 1 card. Now, I would never make a thing where you give opponent a card without something to take away from your opponent. You could banish this card from your graveyard, then special summon 1 Evilswarm monster in your graveyard and 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard. Treat the card you special summon from your opponent as an Evilswarm monster. Neither monster can attack this turn. Okay. So, you turn your opponent's...
What is that, a spell card?
Spell card. You basically play it, you give your opponent a free card, which I think is very, very fair.
You give them a card so you can steal one of their monsters from their graveyard.
And then turn it into an Evilswarm monster. But I thought it would be good because this would be able to bring out more players when it comes to Ophion and Ouroboros even, because Ouroboros needs 3 cards. Yeah. Most of them don't have the time to do that, but that kind of gives it to them. So I gave them that. Then I made a quick play spell card for them called Evilswarm Curse. quick play spell card. If the Evilswarm monster you control is targeted by an opponent's monster, spell, or trap card effect, you contribute the targeted monster and then draw 1 card. Destroy 1 spell and trap card your opponent controls when this card's effect resolves. So it's basically their own version of Gemini Spark, but it can only destroy spells and traps. It can only destroy spells and traps on your opponent's side of the field, and it only works if they're targeted. So if you use something like all these new mirror forces or something like that, you can't even use it. But it works if you target them. So I made them that, because I feel like they have Pandemic, so they don't need another card that's like, no, we need to avoid shit. This is just like you target, you get some speed, and because you get a draw, and you get to destroy a spell or trap card. So it gives you more out of it. You technically get rid of 2 cards, and you get a free draw and a destruction. So you break even. So I feel like it's pretty good for them. And the last card I made for them is called Evilswarm Chaos Dimension, which is a normal trap card, and its effect is if you control a face-up Evilswarm monster, neither player can special summon monsters for the rest of the turn. You could banish this card from your graveyard and another Evilswarm monster in your graveyard to change a monster's battle position on the field. It's basically effect, to just give it in a nutshell, is that if, let's just say, you summon Ophion and it's your turn or your opponent's turn, you see your opponent's going to just summon, you basically say, I have an Evilswarm on the field, you can't special summon this turn. It only lasts for 1 turn, but it dramatically stops the game. It would be used at 3 because it's something like Vanity's Emptiness, which locks you, which is what the deck does. Ophion's like, don't do this. And a lot of the decks, they made like Evilswarm Roach and all that, like, don't do this. You can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's like, you can't special summon. No. And then after that, it's like, you banish this card to switch your card's defense, like change a card's position. So if anything's in your way...
Could you use both effects in 1 turn?
Did I state that they could? No, you could. But you have to but to use the effect to just change a monster's position, you have to also banish an Evilswarm in your graveyard. So it's a little bit of a cost to it. But I made it like, so if, let's say, because Evilswarms don't have a very good thing with battle. It's like, well, like, we play Ophion. We depend on Ophion. If you have any monster over like 25-50, we can't stop you. And they, at least Kinsell's, they have Honest, they have something. So they're like, all right, this card's just naturally good on its own because it hinders your plays. But at the same time, if you would attack or do something, we could just change its monster's position. This is very unorthodox because the deck, like I said, never done any of these things. They didn't have a synchro, they never had a tuner, they never had multiple quick play spells or just to depend on, or a trap card that was like this. So it's a little unorthodox, but they kind of need something that's a little unorthodox because they have such a boring play style. But yet again, I think it was a little, in my opinion, because I've made many Could This Be Metas, in my opinion, it came off a little messy. But it's hard because I don't know what I could give them that would make sense, unless you could think otherwise.
The only thing I would have probably changed, I would not have gave them a synchro monster.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
I would have gave them just another XYZ monster.
I was thinking about that, but I felt like they would have just been like, well, it's either make it better than Ophion, because they're just not going to play Ophion. I don't know.
No, the problem with, because like I said, most Evilswarm players, all they do is have Ophion on the field. They don't build their field after that. They just leave Ophion on the field and they just have all these ways to protect an Ophion.
Yeah.
So I felt like, just give them somebody who can run with them. Put somebody else on the field. So that one monster that can take 3 cards, I just said, take 3 monsters, your opponent picks one at random, and then you special summon it to the field, ignoring whatever summoning it is if it has one. And then all the monsters go to the graveyard. Matter of fact, banish them shits.
I was thinking about making one that would summon like the other ones.
That way you can kind of make Ophion maybe a little bit faster, or go into other that instead of making that a level 8 synchro, you could have made that a rank 4, Exceed monster.
But I mean,
other than that, like I said, this very stale deck that does one thing, and you gave them other tips and tricks to do within it.
I tried.
So it's something. It's not important what I think, it's what they think. So comment down below your opinions and your thoughts on this.
Well, the moral of it at the end of the day is not if we liked it, but would it be meta? Do you think that this could be meta?
Yeah.
Like, that's the moral of the segment.
That's why it's called Could This Be Meta?
Yeah, could this be meta? So I think the trap card would hinder your opponent's plays, which is, I think,
But do I think it would be meta? No. I don't think it could be because you didn't protect them from monster effects. So that's the only thing.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that you didn't really protect them from. So
I just gave them more cards.
And there's too many monster effects that happen too fast. So that's the only reason why I think it won't be bad. But yeah, comment down your opinions and other suggestions and archetype or card sets that you might want to see in the Could It Be Meta segment. Don't forget to like the video right now. If you want to see this segment continue, 800 likes, Gaga Cowboy, those like buttons, and you'll see what happened. Don't forget to check out our individual channels and our Facebook page.
And like the Facebook page because that always helps.
I just said that.
Well, you know what? Sometimes say shit so fast. I'm trying to like wrap my head around it. I'm just like,
it's not for you to rap yet. It's for them.
Because you don't like to share.
Because you're a horrible listener.
Because you're like,
I'm like, I'm spitting all the facts, everything.
And then what am I supposed to do? I'm
just smile and wave, stupid. Yes, don't forget to do all those things I told you. Just smile and wave. So yeah, don't forget to do all those things I told you to do. Don't forget to go down all the buttons, comment down below. Don't forget to
you never said I couldn't wave. You never said I couldn't wave for you.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Have a good day.